Thank you for having me back. Fuck, it's nice to be here. I tell you what, this tour nearly didn't happen. I nearly had to retire out of comedy. I'm not going to crap on about it. I'll just quickly give you a little snippet as to why I nearly pulled the rug out from my own life. So anyway, I started this tour in Adelaide, and as soon as I got to Adelaide, I read in the paper that there was a man. It said middle-aged man, which to me says straight dude, won the Lotto $150 million. And I thought, you know what? Do you know what's too much money for a middle-aged man? $150 million. And I thought, I need to find this man, and I need to make this man mine. Now, I want you to know I have no work for a straight dude. I have no manual for you people. But if there's one thing that'll make me leave the beef curtains behind, it's $150 million, yeah. I'm like, I need to find this man. So I'm 3 nights, I'm in Adelaide. So the first night I'm there, I figure this guy just won the Lotto. He's probably still holding on to his tickets. He'll be in my show. What else are you going to do in Adelaide? So I go, okay, straight man, if you're in here, I need you to make yourself known. I would like to take you home. That didn't work. No one came forward. So then the second night that I'm there, I thought, amp it up a little bit. I said, listen, if you're in here, I keep a very tidy home. And I'm a great cook. You know, make yourself known. Nothing. No one after the show. A few dawdling lesbians, but nothing else. The third night, I thought, do not leave without this dude. I said, dude, if you're in here, I guarantee you 3 blowjobs a day. You've got the money, you deserve it. Obviously not given by me. If you have $150 million in the bank, you don't want an old lesbian to suck your dick. Can you imagine? No, okay, let me look. No, okay, I won't do that again. Let me. Why is it looking at me? No, fuck, we have money. I will outsource that job. I'm going to get us a hot, young gay guy that's going to come and suck your dick. Because they know what they're doing. They get the suction just right. You're going to wake up in the morning and have to pull the mattress out of your asshole. But alas, that man never came forward, so the show must go on. So here I am. And look, I don't want you to think like I'm this, gold digger. That's not what it's about. I just want to have enough money that I can stop wearing a bra. Isn't that the dream? I'll still work. Of course, I'm still going to do shows and stuff, but I don't want to look like a dickhead here with no bra and the titties are dangling. So I'll get 2 short people. Look at all these job opportunities. We're already on number 3. I have 2 short people that run in front of me. Each of them just hold a tit in their hand. It's not a massive job description. You just need to have, room temperature hands and be yay high. That's all. Anyway. I was in a movie. Did you guys watch the movie Kinda Pregnant? Yeah? Okay, thanks to all 5 of you. So the rest of you can watch it. That'll be fucking amazing. Or don't watch it. I don't care. They've already paid me. I want to quickly tell you how I got that movie. So I'm on Instagram, as you know. And if you've ever messaged me, I'm the one that messages you back. I'm not Adele. There's not a team of people answering this shit. If you send me your weird saggy titties, I'm the one that looks at them. I do get a lot of tits, and I want you to know, they better be in better shape than mine, or I will judge you. I can't whack off to anything that's worse than mine. I don't want to spit in both hands. Oh, that's too much for you. Anyway, so I get a message 3 o'clock in the morning from Amy Schumer, and she goes, hey, I'm making a movie with Adam Sandler. Do you want to be in it? And I went, yes! Like, I'm not here to play hard to get. I want to get to that bra-free life as soon as possible. Never mind the fact that I've never acted in my fucking life. Act the fool. Act straight for a little bit, but that's it. I said, yeah, I want to be in your movie. And then she goes, as soon as you get a visa, you come. I go, not a problem, babes. And I got a visa, but before I left, I get a call from Netflix, and they go, just before you come, we need you to change the colour of your hair because we want you to play a woman your age. I said, sorry, and what age would that be? And they go, 50. I went, you know what, fuck you. I mean, fair, but fuck you. They go, no, we need you to have grey hair. Now, I'm not into that. And I know a lot of women my age during lockdown sort of embrace the natural thing. You know, I'm just going to go with what God gave me. I'm just going to go grey. And that's cool for you, babes. You walk around with a dead head if you like. But I don't want to. And if you and I went to school together and people go, how do you know each other? And you've gone grey and you go, we went to school together. As soon as you fuck off, I'll go, she was the lunch lady. Do you know? Last year, we had my high school reunion, 34 years, right? And I know what you're thinking. Why the fuck are you celebrating 34? And not wait another year and make it 35, because 34 is a weird year to celebrate. It is. It looks weird on the jacket too. But because of COVID, you know, I'm like, let's wait a year, but they wouldn't. But all these girls who went to school with me, they're so excited. They're like, fuck, this is great. We're going back to where we met as teenagers, and now we're going back as grannies. I said, bitch, I'm no one's grandma. Like, I waited. My kids are still little. My kids are 9 and 12, okay? And then my best friend from school, Elise, she goes, it's wild, isn't it, to think that I have grandchildren older than your children. And I go, yeah, because you're a slut. Honestly, if this bitch opened a book as frequently as she opened her fucking legs, we would not be having this discussion. I can hear some of you sluts aren't enjoying that. I want you to know I am pro-shaming. I think we need to get back to a bit of shaming. Yes. But you know what? We're living in a world where everyone's like, everyone's beautiful. No, they're not. They are not. I have seen some absolute fucking dogs in my time. I have been an absolute fucking dog in my time. You know, we don't always even wake up hot. Some mornings I walk past the bathroom mirror, I go, morning, mum. But apart from the fact that I'm not really into having my hair grey, my hair isn't about holding on to a colour. I can bleach it and it'll slowly go yellow and in summer green. But it doesn't want to hold a colour. I've got really thick, coarse hair. I bleach the fuck out of it and then we chemically straighten it. And that's it. That's all it can do. There's no other hidden talents in there. So I said that to them. I go, my hair doesn't like a colour. And they go, try and do it. So I phone Lisa Marie. I go, babes, they want me to colour my hair. She goes, come, we'll try. It won't work, but let's do it. She puts a grey colour rinse through. I'm like, I can see it. Yeah, it's a bit grey. The next morning I have to fly to New York. It's February, right? As soon as I get to the airport, the hair colour goes, oh, are you leaving the country? We're actually proudly New Zealand, so you can go and we're going to stay here. Bye. So I get on the plane. I land in New York. They go, oh, we thought we asked you to colour your hair. I go, I did. It didn't work. Let's not focus on the failures here. Let's try and build on what we can control, the fact that I've never acted in my life and I don't know what I'm doing. How about that? How about that? And they go, no, we need you to have grey hair because we already have a blonde actress. I said, I know you're talking about Amy Schumer. I said, but I don't for a moment think when Amy and I are in the same scene and she talks the way she talks and I talk like this because I have no accents hidden in this body, I don't think the audience will go, who said that? Which one of these blonde sirens just spoke? I think they're going to figure it out, don't you? And they go, no, we have to colour your hair. So the first 4 days on set, I'm in a trailer. We're next to this park in Brooklyn, and they keep colouring my hair. And then by the time I get to the stairs, so it's freezing cold, by the time I get to the stairs of the trailer, that hair colour goes, are you going outside? Well, it's too cold. We're going to stay in here, but you go. And bye. And so the hair colour would just fucking disappear right out of my head. It's like magic, right? And after 4 days, they go, it's not taking. I go, I know. And they go, we're going to have to take you to a proper salon to get your hair done. When they said that, I got so offended on behalf of Lisa Marie, because I'm like, how fucking dare they? She has owned that franchise of Just Cuts for 8 years. You guys have Just Cuts, so yeah! Fuck yeah! You know, I just toured North America and I did this show and I said to them, do you guys have Just Cuts? And they go, it's Super Clips. They had Super Clips, but with their accent, I was like, Super Clips? That sounds fascinating. Can you imagine you go to a salon called Super Clips and you get your husband to come pick you up and he's like, I can't find you. I'm right here. Under the carport. How can you not find me? It's right here. And he's like, well, I'm circling the carport. I can't find you. And like, well, babe, just keep circling. Eventually it feels all right. I was like, you know what, you're going to fucking fry my hair with this shit. I didn't want to go. But then they said, we'll pay for it. And I went, oh, okay, well, what did you fucking lead with that? Because I don't know how you were raised, but we were very poor. And I will take a bargain. If something's free, I'm fucking on it. I will take a second-hand dildo if it's going for free. Oh, come on! You pop it in the dishwasher, it's fine. Fucking snooty cunts in here tonight. They said they're going to pay for it, and you know what, if it's free, like right now, as I'm standing here, I've got 5 COVID boosters on board. Not because I think I need it, but every time I go to the doctor, they go, you're due another boost. I go, are they still free? And they go, yeah, I go, fucking chuck it in. I've got the measles booster too. I once got a prostate exam, but I don't want to talk about that. I knew that van in the car park wasn't right. Sometimes you got to risk it. Anyway, what the fuck am I on about? They go, they'll pay for it. They go, and the salon will send a car. And I thought, that's flash. Like if I say to Lisa Marie, hey babe, will you send a car for me? She's like, bitch, I take the bus, you take the bus. I go, right. They go, the car will be there tomorrow morning at 7. I'm like, that's great. So the next morning, 7 o'clock, I'm standing outside in the freezing fucking weather, just waiting for the car. And on 7, this car pulls up, a brand new black Mercedes. And I look at it and I thought, shit, I'm outclassed by the transport. Who's going to take me to this fancy salon? And I was like, so I go round to get in the car. Now, I was a little bit stressed out by the car. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, all the windows are tinted, it's flash. I can tell it's a flash one. And I also want you to know, I've been in Ubers before. And I've been in taxis before. I understand how it works. I understand I'm supposed to sit in the back. But hear me out. I had moments to react. So when I saw the car, I thought, what if this is the owner of the salon? And he's come to pick me up. And if I hop in the back, then I look like I have no fucking manners. He's like, look at this bitch. I'm doing her a favour for Netflix, and she sits in the back, treats me like a Uber driver. And I didn't want to offend this man, so yeah, I opened the front door. But as soon as I opened the front door, I realised this guy doesn't want me in the front. You know how they send you those subtle little hints, right? Like they put the seat right to the front, and then the back of the seat leans forward like that. So you can't get any fucking ideas. And just in case you still can't read a situation, he had his lunch on the seat too. I assessed all of this stuff that I could, and I was like, actually, at this point, it'll be easier for me to just climb over this and get into the back and close the door and say, thank you. But I didn't do that. No, I looked at that triangular space and I thought, I bet I can fit in that. Because that is my toxic trait. I honestly believe I can achieve anything. If you have a can-do attitude and a bit of a run-up, you're fucking in. Honestly, and if you travel with either mayonnaise or butter, you're in 100% of the time. So I looked at that and I thought, I just need a bit of speed. I need a bit of velocity. I just lifted my leg like that and I thought, I'm going to plow in. And the last thing I saw out of the corner of my eye is this man ripping his lunch off the seat. And honestly, that's the only thing that saved my asshole that day. And I lifted and I plowed into that hole as hard and as fast as I can. Did I fit? You fucking believe I did. Did it feel good? Shit, no. I could feel my entire body bruise up. You know, like you get to an age, you just sleep weird, you go, I think I'm bruising. That's what was happening. I was immediately bruising, but also my head was like this on the dashboard. And the windscreen was right here. Like my head was just wedged from the speed that I got into that car. I whiplashed it into the dashboard. And I couldn't move, and I was just like, it was so chaotic. Inside me, inside the car, around the car, because cyclists, you know, this is New York City, the cars and the cyclists, already 3 cyclists that tried to kick the door off, and I thought, okay, I just need to close the door. As soon as I close the door, I can contain this madness that I have just created. And I closed the door, but as soon as I closed the door, I realized I fucked myself, because now I've T-Rexed myself. Because now my head is in the dashboard and both my arms are up here, and I realize I've made a huge mistake. I needed to get back to the handle. But I couldn't, because I couldn't turn my arms. So the more I tried to get back to the handle, all I managed to do was separate my tits. So now this one is on top of the dashboard and this one is under the dashboard. And my sternum is pressed firmly against the dashboard. And the more I'm struggling, the more I think, I'm running out of air. I'm going to die. And then, when you think it can't get any worse, I realize I'm about to have a hot flush. And a panic attack. And ladies, you know, your anxiety cannot meet your menopause. When that happens, do you remember in the 90s or late 80s, you'd watch a TV show like The A-Team or MacGyver or whatever, and there'd be like a child's seat, and they go, someone combusted. There's a human being that just burst into flames, and you go, well, that's some bullshit. But now that you're this age, you go, I know what happened. There was a middle-aged woman who had a panic attack and a hot flush and went, Jesus, come get me. And she just burst into flames voluntarily. So I started working on my breathing exercises that I've been working with my therapist. I'm like, I couldn't exhale as hard as that because the chest against the glove. And then I just hear, hello? And a wave of panic hit me so hard, and I thought, fuck, did I just jump into some random dude's car? Because let me tell you, I'm a lot of things, but I do not have attention to detail. I got the email the night before that said there will be a car at 7 a.m. And I thought, thank you, and I closed the laptop. And I thought, how many cars can be outside my 55-story apartment building at 7 a.m. in New York City? Let me tell you, quite a few. Quite a few. Now, I may not be good with attention to detail, but I am punctual. I am never late. So what I did was I just watched the time, and 7 a.m., the first car that pulled up, I went, that's it. And I plowed into the front seat, as you do. I have not even had a look at this man. And I was in his car, and I was like, hello? Are you from the Salon? And he goes, yeah, I'm Salon Sam. Thank fuck for that. Sam, I need to ask you a favour. Could you please come and grab the lever for me? and just released me. Now, when I say to you, grab the lever, I want you to know, like, in my vehicle that I drive at home, I drive a Mazda BT50, a ute, double cab. 2008, not to flex. She's pretty rusty. But on the driver's seat, there's two handles, right? The one, when you're too close to the front of the steering wheel, you pull that lever and your ass shoots back. The other one is when you arrive too early at school pickup and you look at the other mums and you go, I don't fucking think so. You pull that lever and you're like, you have the best half an hour's sleep of your life. So I needed Salon Sam to rip one of those levers for me. I cannot tell you to this day why that man didn't get out of the car and walk around it and open the door and give me sweet, sweet relief. No, this man leaned his one hand on the recline seat like that. The other hand, he slid past my tits. I didn't mind. I was away from home for like 4 months. I'm like, bring it. You close your eyes, it feels the same. He goes in, and the more he's leaning into me, the more he's leaning into me. And because I can't move, eventually I could feel his warm lips on my neck. And I was like, hey, that's how they make Hollywood movies, you know, when you feel him and then you turn, your eyes meet. But that didn't happen because my head was wedged in the car. I didn't even know what he looked like. I can identify his lunchbox in a lineup, but I can't. So he scooches down. He finally gets to what I was hoping would be the lever, but it's not a lever at all. It's a little electronic button because it's a brand new fucking Mercedes, and he hits it and I have the slowest electronic ride back of my entire life. And the more I'm riding back, the more I'm leaning forward. Eventually, this man's just cradling me in his arms. So now both tits are just in his arms, and he's just holding me, and his head is still here by my ear, and he goes, do you want me to do the back? And I said, no, I've never wanted that. He pulls out, I didn't feel a thing. I then put the seat up myself and we start driving. When I tell you, it was a long, awkward drive. I'm not kidding, because I'm a talker, right? Like, I never shut the fuck up. But I was just staring out of the window, watching the snow fall like I'm in this sad Belinda Carlisle music video. And after half an hour of driving, he stops the car and I'm like, where are we? And I see in front of us the Central Park. We're right across from Central Park. Now, you know, if you've ever watched a movie or you've seen Sex and this is the bougie area. This is where the flash people go. This is not me. I look around in front of every door. There's a doorman. And they're just standing there in the icy cold with their wool coats and their hats and their shiny shoes and just dead behind the eyes, right? And they're just staring out, and I thought, fuck, if I felt outclassed by the transport, I quickly want to run you through what I was wearing. Because when I go to the salon, I like to go comfortably, you know. You're going to be there for a long time and talk a lot of shit, so you want to go in comfortably, right? So I was wearing my house tracksuit pants that has seen a lot of DIY projects from this lesbian. But also, like, just here by the pocket on the right, I wipe a glue gun. You know, when the kids do arts and crafts, there's always a bit of pre-cum still on the gun. And so what I thought was I just wiped it and I thought I could peel it off later, it'll be satisfying, but it fucking didn't come off. So now I just have this snot mark on it. Anyway, I was wearing those with a black t-shirt, and then I was wearing my sleep socks that my mum knitted for me special for New York. They're lined, so they're nice and warm and thick, right? Every line is a different colour. It makes my feet look like I've just kicked it into 2 sourdough loaves. You can't just walk around New York City when it's snowing in those sleep socks, so I went to the dollar store And I got myself those rubber slides that you see the kids wear. Or the prisoners, that make you touch your dick a lot. But my rubber slides have buckles on them, which I think makes them just a little bit more special. I also learned that day it weakens the shoe, but we'll get to that. And I was wearing my puffer jacket, right? So it's not zipped up yet, but I want you to know, if you do own a puffer jacket, whatever size you bought it, that's the size it is. There's no give in a puffer jacket. If you've had a big, Christmas and now comes winter and you want to put it on, if it's a hoodie or a cardigan, you can sort of stretch it with your elbows. Have you ever done that with a t-shirt or something? You sort of just stretch it out a bit and it fits. Fuck, not on a puffer. You can zip it up. There's a whole system. Like you got to push your tits out, ass out, breath in. And the hardest part for that zipper is from here to here. On the crest, that's when it goes through its most stress. But once it's over the crest, and this bit is downhill for a zipper. Everything else, this is uphill, but not for your puffer. But once you've got it on, then the bottom bit is no longer puff. That's a straight jacket. It's got like 5 feathers in it. And the rest of the goose is up here. So I'm sitting in this car. He's double parked. He's already said, you can get out. And I went, oh no, I just need to zip up. I need to cover some of this trauma. So I had to stretch out. When you stretch out in the footwell of the... And I'm starting to zip it up, and I was nearly in the clear with the downhill. As soon as I got to the crest, I was like, that zipper went, hey, I don't know what you think we're made of, but it's not titanium. And that zipper just went... And the bottom bit split, and the top bit split, and the zipper bit sat right there. Now, I don't think there's many things as stressful as when your zipper fucks out halfway through the day. As an adult, it's as stressful as it gets. Maybe the only other thing that comes close is when you're talking to someone who accidentally snot them. When you're talking and you just feel that dry bit... it's on them, they know it's on them. You try and make the conversation longer, they try and get out of it because they want to get to snot. But no one looks at it. Like that kind of stress, I think you realise when your zipper breaks why it's so stressful, because the only person who can fix your zipper is your mum. Even if you're a mum, you can fix your kids' stuff, but not yours. You got to wait till you get to your mum, and your mum will fix your jacket. If your mum has passed on, you got to throw that jacket out. I don't make the rules, I just follow them. But anyway, when that jacket broke, I panicked, right? I thought I already feel like less than with all these flash people. And I tried to fix it, and all I managed to do was pull the left side of the jacket, now ended here, with a massive bulb of jacket here. But fret not, friends, because the right-hand side of the jacket was down to my knee. And Salon Sam goes, for the love of Christ, can you get out of the car? And I went, fine! And as I jumped out of the car, I banged the door, and that buckle on that shoe just went, I can't take this shit anymore. And it shoots off, and it goes under the car over there. And those arms that was holding that sourdough foot in couldn't contain the stress anymore and just went, fuck, I'm loose. Just shoots up and looks straight at me. I don't know what to do. You don't simply walk out of a broken shoe in New York. Now what? Then I get that cold, freezing foot, my toes slowly go black. I've seen documentaries about climbing. And now they get the black toes and then they have to amputate the foot. Now I have to come up with a backstory as what happened. Oh yeah, I used to climb. But then I got the black toes and then the foot went, and that's how I gained the weight. So what can I do? I did what any one of us would do in that position. Like, I looked at those straps and I went, "You're fucking coming with me, cunt." I just dragged myself out of the street in New York City with my fucking strap. It's a lot harder than I'm making it seem because I had that bulb of jacket here. So every few steps I had to stop, punch it down, and keep going. I dragged myself onto the pavement to the doorman, and by the time I got to him, when I tell you I still had my good humour about me, I was fucking howling with laughter. I was scream laughing in this man's face, not because I lost the shoe, but because I imagine what his day is like and what he is now looking at. Because I imagine on a daily basis there'll be Mercedes, BMW, Bentley, Range Rover, and these women would just get out with their cashmere coats and their stilettos and walk past him and maybe not even acknowledge him. And here I am, this rainbow vomit in a tumble dryer just rolls out of this car and drags her ass onto the pavement, and I'm scream laughing in his face, and I go, "Hey mate," and he goes, "No." Just like, "No." And I go, I have an appointment. And he goes, "No." I had to prove to this man that I did in fact have an appointment, which was a pain in the hole because the email was on my phone, which was in this pocket. When I showed him, you could tell he was really disappointed that he had to let me in. He's like, he hits a button, the door starts turning. I go, "Thank you ever so much." Fucking dickhead. I drag myself in. I go to the lift. I'm watching him. He's watching me. Fucking asshole. The door's open. There's another man in there dressed exactly like that man. I'm like, what's my luck like? Good day to you. I get in. This man looks at me and goes, "Floor 26. Which is another thing. When the fuck have you ever gone up 26 floors to get your hair done? Simmer down, New York. This man turns from me, hits the button, 26, and never turns back. He never turns back to me. He's standing there, staring at the buttons, judging me, when his entire fucking job is just hitting buttons like he's my mother-in-law. By the time we get to my floor, I'm like, "Thanks for your service." Fucking ass. I drag out. I was still going to say something to him, but those doors closed like we were on the fucking Enterprise. They were, he must have been in there like, "Fucking close. I look up and there's a woman coming from the front and she's got a tray in her hand. And on top of the tray there's a double shot. You know the big one? Now, I'm going to be honest, it's 7:30 in the morning. I'm not a big drinker at all. But I looked at that shot and I thought, I'm going to have it. I think we can agree I've already had a motherfucker of a day. And I deserve that shot. So she walks up to me, I grab the shot and I shoot it. As soon as I shoot the shot, I realise it's not a shot at all. She goes, "That's not a shot." But she didn't have to say that because I'd already ascertained that at this point. It wasn't a shot, it was rose tea. Do I know how they get it to 4,000 degrees Celsius? No, I don't. It's the hottest thing I've ever had in my hand, my mouth, my vicinity. They could use that fucking drink to heat a 3-bedroom house. I have permanent scarring on my top lip from that fucking drink. As soon as I got blisters in my mouth. Everywhere where there's no teeth, there was just blisters. But that wasn't the worst of it. Because it was rose tea in a bougie fucking salon, they had real rose petals in it, okay, floating in it. So one of those rose petals went ahead and made a little cape over that little penis in the back of your throat. So once that little fucker superheroed up, I snort, cough, vomited the rest of that tea straight out. Just 2 strong streams like I got a brand new fucking prostate. Just like I didn't touch this woman, but I could have. If I stood any closer, she would have fucking double-barreled it straight in the eyes. It happened so quick that I still had enough heat in that tea to burn blisters in my nostrils. But because those rose petals are now wilted from the heat, they were heavy, so they're just sort of sitting like that. I was in so much pain and I was so confused. Like, my brain and my body hadn't caught up to each other yet. Because I'm telling you the story in what's it, like 2 minutes? But in the moment, it was literally 3 seconds. I stepped out, saw it, took it, hit it. That was it! My brain was still going, fuck yeah, we're having a shot at 7:30. And my body was going, bitch, we're on fire. If I was at home, I would have gone to the hospital. Alexa, call an ambulance. I was in so much fucking pain. This woman could not have hated me more. She just stared at me and went, come! And then she just walked, so I just follow her. I'm like, what am I going to do? She walks me into this cubicle, and it's just, there's a curtain, there's a chair, there's a wicker basket, and a robe. And I'm so confused. It's like the kind of, cubicle you'll go in if you're going for a breast screening or whatever. And she goes, take your clothes off and put the robe on. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? And I say to her, what the fuck? And she goes, take your clothes off and put the robe on. And I thought, okay, you're in New York now. They do shit different here. You're not in Africa now. I said, oh, I'm getting this hair done. And like, up topsies. Like, I've been in salons heaps, you don't take your fucking clothes off. And she goes, yeah, clothes off, robe on. I said, listen, I don't even take my clothes off when I go for a smear. You know, when you go for a smear, they go, just take your clothes off and then you fucking hide it from the doctor who's about to see your fucking vagina. I don't do that anymore. When they go, all right, just take your clothes. I go, no, it's all right. I'll just pull it to the side. I'll hold my knickers for you. Just trust me, the swab will fit. I've had heaps of stuff in there before. If it makes your doctor uncomfortable, just say, would you like me to lower myself onto the swab? I can do that for you. Actually, do you know what they do? Like, I do it here now too, where you get the self-test when you go for a smear. Do they do that here?
Yeah.
How fucked is that? I went for a smear and I go, you're ready. I'm ready. I've trimmed, I'm ready. And so the doctor just gives me the kit and I go, you coming? And she's like, nah. I'm like, please? Like, I feel like I'm coaxing this bitch into a cubicle. Shall we? Shall we go shove this up my twat? What, like... And she goes, no, there's a whole pamphlet. You can do it yourself. I'm like, bitch, no. Like, this is when you have to have your school report card with you and go, look at this. I'm a functioning fucking idiot. Like, I don't even use the self-checkout at the supermarket. I find it too stressful. I have 4 or 5 items I'm waiting and they always, you can use the self-checkout. No, I can't. They go, there's one available. I go, no, I can't. Also, I find those teenagers so fucking mean when you're there. Like, and as soon as I scan something, it goes, wait for assistance. I'm like, I don't need it. And then they come with their little... have to put it down. And then the next item, wait for assistance. Fuck! And they go, you're not doing it right. You go, look, I'm sorry. I wasn't here when we did training. No wonder I'm so fucking tired. I'm working 3 shifts a week at the supermarket. Anyway, this woman is adamant. She's like, take your clothes off. And then she just closes the cubicle, the curtain, and she sticks her hand through and she goes, coat. Like that. Now, in the whole kerfuffle, with the shoe and the 3rd-degree burns and all of this, I'd completely forgotten about the coat. And yeah, I did have that panic attack and I did have that hot flush. So she's a bit of a sweaty mess in there now. So I knew I was stuck in that puffer jacket. We've all had moments. You live here where it's really humid. You know, if you don't get the correct size of outfit after a shower on a hot day, you're fucking stuck in it. Have you ever had that moment at home where you go, fuck, I'm going to die in this? Let me quickly tell you a side story. So last year, December, I went on holiday to Byron Bay with some straight girls because I'm an ally. That's right. I support your lives. Like, just don't shove it down my throat. I mean, did I want to go to Byron in December? Fuck no. I'm a unit, and it's hotter than hell there. It's like holidaying in a fat man's armpit. So when they said, we're going to Byron, I went, fucking count me out. And they went, no, I tell you what, you can just sit next to the pool and drink like virgin daiquiris or whatever and be by the pool. We will not move from the pool. And I went, all right. But straight chicks are fucking liars, aren't they? Fucking lying sacks of shit with credit cards. And the first day we went for bottomless brunch. And then they go, there's this one dress shop that we want to check out in Byron. We both fucking know it's not just one dress shop. But anyway, so we go, and they're all blind drunk. As soon as we go in, I'm just looking at these dresses, and I haven't worn a dress since I was 4 years old, and my mum picked it. But now I'm looking, and I go, maybe I will look good in a dress. I don't even know my size in a dress. You know, I didn't even realize, like, as soon as I had the dress, I'm like, do you put it on from underneath or from over? Like, that's how fucking novice I am with dresses. Like, you don't know. Anyway, so I thought, I'm going to fucking try it. Like, I'm going to pick a size. I bet I'll get it right. I'm raising 2 human beings. I can pick a size. I took the dress, went into the change room, and you know, wherever on your body, your point is where you go, this isn't going to fit. Mine is the elbows. As soon as it goes past, I go, this isn't right. But I was in too deep because the armhole was here. I could only see a little bit out of here. I was like, oh, fuck no, I'm in this dress for the rest of my life. And I could hear them out there, and they're loud, and they're like, Babes, are you all right? I went, no! And they go, do you need help? I went, yes, I'm here. And I'm kicking under the curtain so they can see where I am, right? And I'm like 6 cubicles down, and I can hear this pack of drunk hetero chicks coming down, opening every fucking curtain. And you say, woo! Oh, sorry, we're looking for our lesbian. But that dress is fire on you, and now they're giving feedback, and they're going to get other dresses for this chick. And the second one's like, oh shit, we're looking for our lesbian. And they just work in the way, and I'm like, fuck, I'm here. And finally they get to me, and as soon as the curtain opens, they go, ha ha ha, and all I can hear is, and they're blowing up my phone while I'm stuck in a dress in the... They did help me out of the dress. They did accidentally rip the sleeve off, and I do own that dress now. But all I'm saying is I didn't think this woman was going to help me, and she didn't. So I had to wrestle myself out of that puffer jacket by myself. So both the sleeves are now on the inside. It looked horrendous. I passed it through the curtain and she just went, ew. So she takes it to the cloak room. It's a room bigger than my house. I go, and I did not take my clothes off. I just rolled up the tracksuit pant legs, put the robe on. I come out, she's like, I go in, they put the colour through my hair, give me a blowover, it looks great. I'm like, oh yeah, I can see the grey. I go back to the coat room to go get my coat. I get there, all the coats on this side is all like cashmere and fur and shit, and there's my puffer by itself. The girl just looks at me, goes and gets it. They didn't even take the arms out. They just took 2 hangers, rammed it in the armholes, and she passed it on to me like a pig on a spit. Thanks. So I tried to give her the robe. She's like, I just put it down on the floor. I thought, fuck it, I'm never coming back. I didn't make one friend here today. So I go. By the time I get to the lift, the hair colour just went, oh, are you leaving? Well, we don't want to go with you, so you go. Bye. I get downstairs and get in the car. Salon Sam looks at me. He goes, I thought they were going to colour your hair. I go, yeah, it didn't work. He goes, what was it like in there? I said, I didn't care for it. I didn't like it. He goes, I don't like it in there either. He goes, do you like KFC? I go, I do like KFC. That boy took me in that brand new Mercedes through the Manhattan KFC drive-thru, and we got a bucket of chicken, and when I tell you 2 vats of gravy, and him and I sat on the back seat of that car dunking chicken in the gravy and talking shit about everyone in that salon. Yeah. I thought, you know what? They are making America great again. I loved it though. I loved the whole experience. It was so different to the shit we do here. Like in Australia, if you get anything on TV, they go, all right, Ish, Wednesday, you're bringing sandwiches. Nazim, you bring a esky of drinks. Like, they have a fuck ton of money is what I'm saying. But I also realised that Americans aren't like us. And when I say us, I want to be very clear. I'm talking Australians, Kiwis and South Africans, not the rest of you. The rest of you think you're on par with us, but you're fucking not. And any HR department in the land will tell you that. Get fucked, cunt. I'm telling ya. You're not the same. You know, I know we have a level of honesty and openness and brutalness with each other that only we can appreciate. If you're a dumb cunt, I guarantee you know. Your friends will go, Gary, you're a fucking dumb cunt. Show me any other country where people go, yeah, fair. It's just us. Now, the Americans are different, and I bet there's Americans in here, don't make yourself known. Not good with honesty, even if it's got fuck all to do with them. So in the movie, right, like, everything I wore in the movie, they supplied. The undies, the socks, the shoes, like, you understand what everything means, right? So then one day I was getting dressed, and I put the t-shirt on, and it was super fucking tight. And I'm like, oh no, it's happened. Like, if you're a bigger unit, you understand. Like, you can eat to a point where you eat yourself out of that size. You know, and you go, oh no, it's happened. And I was like, oh fuck, like this is so, I'm so fat for this shirt. Like, I look like a party sausage in a microwave. Like, if I sit down, I'm gonna pop right out of it. Right? And I thought, fuck, how is this possible? And I look at the label, and it's a large. And I'm like, thank God, it's not me, it's the shirt. Because not to spoil the illusion, but I'm not a large, I'm a 2X. And I open the door, and I call the wardrobe lady. I go, hey, babes, come here. I go, listen, I'm too fat for this shirt. And she goes, you're not fat? And I go, because I'm looking for this bitch's guide dog. And I said, yes, I am. And she goes, no, you're not. And I go, get in here. So now we're both in the trailer, standing in front of the big mirror. And I go, what do you see? I'm looking in the mirror, but she's looking at me, and she goes, "You're not fat." And I'm like, fuck me, do I have body dysmorphia? No, I don't. I realised she's a fucking liar. But I didn't want to say that and hurt her feelings. I went, okay, cool. I said, how about you go wherever you found this large, hop in there and get me a 2X. Okay, babes? So she goes, but she gets to the door of the trailer and she looks back at me and she's emotional. She's visibly upset. Like there's tears in her eyes and her lips. And I'm like, what the fuck? And she goes, You're not fat, you're beautiful. I said, bitch, I never said I was ugly. Now go get that shirt before I kick you in your cunt. I didn't say that. I didn't say, but I thought that. I was thinking that the whole time. I don't want to get fired. I want to get to that bra-free life, you know. But I loved the experience. And then after like 4 months, I went back home and I thought, you know what? I'm going to reward myself. I'm going to give myself a little reward for doing this big thing that I didn't think I'd ever do. And then I got this movie, and now I deserve a little gift to myself. And I'm going to tell you what it is so it comes up in your algorithm, and then you can get it too. So I got myself a sauna ice bath combo. It's $500, right? Like actually now it's on fucking special for $380, but anyway. I got it when it wasn't on special. Now, it's not super flash, like, because I didn't get a fuck ton of money, but I did get hundreds, and I spent it. And then, so I bought this, and basically what it is, it shows up at your house, you have to build it. It's just like 2 old puffer jackets and some PVC pipes. That's the sauna. It's just like one human being can stand in it like this. It's got a little window here. It's just plastic and it attaches with Velcro to the top puffer jacket. And then the ice bath is just like a big dog bowl with an inflated rim like this. Like it's small. It comes up just to your knees like that. And it doesn't come with a pump. You have to blow it with your, like, I got that. Anyway, then when my rich friends will come visit, they go, oh, you got an ice bath. Does it make its own ice? I'm like, does it make its own ice? I'm like, bitch, it doesn't even make its own air. I have to blow that with my own mouth. But anyway, so I set it up in the only flat portion in my yard, which is on the side of the yard where I never go, but I never go anywhere in the yard because I'm not a child or a Labrador. You know, people go, you must really enjoy this yard. I go, well, not me, because I'm a grown-ass adult. But the kids and the dogs seem to enjoy it, but I've never... Have you ever, as an adult, jumped out of the car and run around your house? No, exactly. So, but my house sort of, it's the last one in a row of houses. It goes into the bush. And then the only flat bit is here where this neighbour up here can see down onto that. But I don't give a shit. Like, I've never met the man because he looks like a fucking sex pest. You know when you know. You know when you know. Like, I have nothing, like, at that point to say that he is. But sometimes you just go, if you were in a lift alone, I'd still get in it, but I wouldn't like it. He has that look about him. But I thought, I don't care if he can see me. I'm never going to go naked into the sauna. I've got children. I'm not here to wreck lives. Do you know? So anyway, I set it up the first night, 7 o'clock. I go in. I say to the kids, I'm going to go in the sauna. Don't kill each other. So I'm just standing there in the sauna and the steam's up. And I think I can see something as the sun's setting, but I don't know what. Anyway, I get out. I get in the ice bath. It's tight. Like I have to splash the cold water onto me like that. And as I look up, I lock eyes with that neighbour. And here's in what must be a bedroom because it's got a big window with a really low frame. All the lights are on and this man has no hair anywhere on his body and I can tell because he's completely naked. And he's just standing there making eye contact with me. He's got a half mongrel in his hand. Do you know what's a half mongrel? It's a semi. It's like 14 beers on a 58-year-old man. Like, and he's just kind of looking at me while he's sad wanking. Let me tell you, it was such a conundrum. I'm like, fuck, who's intruding on whose privacy here? I don't know this man's schedule. What if every night after dinner he does the dishes and he goes, well, time for my sad wank. Because if I wasn't there, he'd just be looking out into the bush, which I guess would be quite peaceful for a sad wank. But now I'm there and I'm staring at him and he's staring at me. I did like 2 or 3 sessions in the sauna. I never took my eyes off him. He never took his eyes off me. I thought, you know what? I'm not going to change my schedule. I want to see if this is a me problem or a him problem. Who's the predator here? So every night, 7 o'clock, I go out. Every night, 7 o'clock, he's there. This has now been going on for months. This is like 10 months so far. And let me just tell you, in all that time, this man has never had a full erection and he's never finished. And I've tried everything. I have bought lingerie. I've had a friend come over for a bit of sauna play. I mean, that didn't work. We didn't fit in together. Honestly, this is going to aggravate some of you and it makes me a very bad feminist, but I liked having him there. Every night when I come out, I'm like, I give him the nod and he'd give me the... I liked having him there. Yes, I felt safe having a man watch over me. Is that so bad? Is that so bad? I just knew while I have him there, no other predator's going to come through my gate with their dick in their hand. Because I'll just go, sorry, mate, I've already got one of you. I didn't mind it. He kept me busy because I don't know if you know this, I got divorced last year. Did you know that? No, how would you know? We're not friends. I do want to quickly just say that I have since repartnered. I don't want any thirsty lesbians thinking you're going to reverse your fucking Subaru down here. And we're adopting a dog. Simmer down, bitches. I have repartnered. I got together with a friend of mine. We've been friends for 22 years. I didn't think I'd ever be with her. Number one, she's straight as fuck. Not anymore. Got a toaster for that one. But also, out of all of my friends, she could not be more different to me. She's a Reiki master. I know, for those of you who don't know what that is, it's horse shit. In fact, in some arenas, they call it utter horse shit. If you don't know what Reiki is, I'll quickly do it. How do you feel? Didn't change a thing, did it? So she's a Reiki master. Of course, she doesn't just do that. You can't make a living out of that because it's not real. So she also does tarot card reading. 22 years I've been taking the piss out of her with fucking hovering above people. I said, listen, your life is an absolute fucking dumpster fire. Don't go out and share energy with people who aren't feeling well. And then charge them for it. That's ridiculous. But you can tease a friend about their job and they can tease you, but you can tease friends on a different level than you can a partner, right? Because she would say to me, well, you do fuck all but stand in a room and talk to drunk people and say cunt too much. And I go, yeah, and that's on a private and a personal, a professional level. I like to do that all the time. So we would just take the piss out of each other and I'd say, you contribute fuck all. And she goes, neither do you. Like, we're both useless cunts. But now that we're together, now we're in the rebuilding phase. So now I'm trying to convince her that I respect what she does. So I'll quickly tell you what happened. So she was one of the chicks that when we went to Byron Bay. So what happened, because I'm not a drinker, I had 2 gin and tonics and then I fell asleep on the sun lounger. And apparently, and I didn't know this, but apparently she did Reiki on me while I was asleep. I didn't know because nothing changed. Like, if she really wanted to help, she should have put some sunscreen on me, but she didn't. But anyway, so what I say to her now is I said, you know what had happened, because in 22 years I would never let her do Reiki on me because on the account that it's horseshit. And I say to her, I think what happened was she did Reiki on me. I go, while I was asleep, so my defenses were down. I couldn't fight it. I said, and that opened me up so that my chakras can align. Which then gave room for my third eye to open. Which of course is bullshit, but that's what I'm saying. And also, can I just say, up until 2 years ago, I thought your third eye was your asshole. Honestly, when people go, yeah, but have you truly ever had your third eye open? I go, yeah, once at Costco, but I had food poisoning. What the fuck else if it's your brown eye, why is it not your third eye? So confused. Anyway, but the job thing, it was never our biggest challenge. Our biggest challenge was this. I was with my wife for 12 years, and then I was single for 3 years and celibate because I couldn't be fucked with the admin of other people. So that's 15 years of just growing a wild hedge, right? Because you know, if you're in a long-term relationship with someone, if you've been together for a lot of years, you both have pubes, and that's normal. Can we normalize pubes? Is that a thing? There's so many people who go, I fucking laser everything from below their eyeballs down and nothing. I'm like a fucking bowling ball. I'm like, all right, but you know it's going to come back in fashion. Pubes will come back, and then all you baldy-lock bitches will come up to me and go, oh, I'm considering a follicle transplant. I'm looking for a donation. Bitch, I'm donating from the third eye. But you know, if you've been with a partner for a long time, like even our approach to intimacy is different. Like if you've been with someone for a long time, you get out of the shower, you're drying off, you look like two members of ZZ Top on your hands. Like it's just, you're brushing your teeth. Are we fucking tonight? Oh, yeah, sure, why not? And you go get your little headlamp that I got you for Christmas. While they get the headlamp, you get the rope out from under the bed, you tie it around their waist, and you go, hop in. Don't get scared like you did last time. And when you're ready to come out, just tuck 3 times, and I'll pull you out, okay? Halfway through, I'll chuck in a bottle of water and a muesli bar, all right? So I had that situation going on. I knew she had nothing, you know, because she's been single for 22 years. Not single, she's been on the apps, you know, the hookup culture. So for 22 years, nothing. And I'm guessing it's because she's a Reiki master. That's a tough conversation to have. You know. So, and, you know, 2 lesbians with no pubes. Doesn't that just sound like it would be really noisy? Like rubbing 2 wet balloons together. You'll be building up static all day. You need like the 2 soft pads from the Velcro. Anyway, what I'm saying is I knew I had to get rid of my situation. I'm not equipped. Like, I grew up on a farm, but it was a game farm, like not a sheep station. I'm not there in the bathroom like, smack myself on the ass, now I run down a little wooden ladder and I'm back in the back paddock. I don't have that kind of equipment. What I do have is a 5-pack disposable razors from the chemist. I know. And also I've got a gun. That's the tough thing. I can't ask her, can you hold my gun up? A, it's not romantic, and B, it's not good for her back. So now I'm in the bathroom, you know, because I'm a solver, so I've got the basin as a little scaffold. And got a razor in each hand because you don't want to get carpal tunnel. Also, just quick pro tip, if you're going to do that in the bathroom and you think, I need to see more what's happening, do not put a mirror on the floor. The moment you step over that, you are fucked, my friend. You're going to see things you do not need to see. You're going to go find your partner and just hold him while you're rocking and going, You're doing the Lord's work. So I'm in the basin with a razor in each hand because you don't want to get carpal tunnel and blood's just running down my legs. Okay, that's too far. I've gone. All right. Look, we've had a good night. Let me not fuck it up. Let me put it to you like this. Okay, you're driving down a rural road. And on the farm fence, you see there's a goat tied to the farm fence with a rope. And that goat's job is to eat the grass off the nature strip in front of the farm, right? The berm, eat the grass. So that when the farmer drives out, they can look left or right and there's nothing obstructing their view. They can join traffic. That goat is doing a very important job. But then one day, the unthinkable happens. That goat breaks loose from the fence, runs into the street, and BAM! Gets hit by a truck. A lot of facial trauma. Fret not, the goat survives. Because you know they've got incredibly hard heads, right? A lot of trauma, like it's pretty munted, but it's all right. So, the vet comes out, Vet Sandra. She doesn't like it if you call her Sandy. She does not care for it. She comes out, she looks at the goat, she goes, I can save Billy. And she takes him home. And for the next 6 weeks, she posts updates on the Facebook community page of Billy sleeping in a box next to her on the bed. And you can't help but think she's lonely, but you don't comment that. And then after 6 weeks, Billy goes back to the farmer. You're the farmer's friend. You're not on the Facebook community page. You don't know what's happened to Billy. You go visit, you hop out of your truck and you, fuck me, what happened to Billy? And the farmer goes, oh, Billy got hit by a truck, but you're all good now, aren't you, Billy? And you go, is he? He's got one eye here and one eye here. He was watching me and the gate when I pulled up. And from the intense impact of the accident, his jaw is completely fucked. The top bit is over here, the bottom bit is over here. He's only got one tooth left and it's sort of hooking over the tongue. He can no longer bite. But the farmer loves him so much, he puts food directly into Billy's mouth. And foam is just running down the side here. And from the stress from the accident, all his hair fell out. But it's coming back in patches on this very grey skin. And that's what my pussy looks like right now. Australia, you've been amazing. Thank you so much for coming out.